Yeah, and so someone comes to the flame every month, and he films all of this. This is on film, and it's on the Facebook, the Flame Facebook page, which is the address is on the top of the program, but also it's on his YouTube channel called Iwakura Ken. He lives in Iwakura. His first name is Ken, easy to remember. YouTube Iwakura Ken. Please look him up. He has these and other videos available. But I've convinced him to please come out from behind the camera and step up here and tell a little story that he would like to. That's you. That's you, Ken.
My story is one of those ones that starts off once upon a time, pretty long ago, in a town called Kyoto with the same coordinates, but it doesn't quite look the same. A bunch of people got together every month, pretty much like you're getting together here, and decided that they had the critical mass to start a magazine. And we did. It was called Kyoto Journal. We found a publisher, and we thought, well, we'll make it all volunteer. We thought it was only going to last like a year or something, so no big deal. We'll do the work for free, and we'll just have fun making this magazine. We're still having fun, and it's been 26 years, and no one has gotten paid yet. And we love doing it. The contributors don't get paid, and the editors don't get paid, but we do produce a nice magazine, let me tell you. We did it in print for 75 issues. We then had a hiatus where we went digital. And when we got through that, we started doing a sort of print magazine on the screen, and it was vertical, and it didn't quite work. But let me show you what we're doing now. I mean, it's a whole lot better. This is what the magazine looks like now. This is our new issue, number 78, which came out last week. This is how it looks. So we did away with the vertical format on the horizontal screen. We now make it fit your laptop, your monitor, and your iPad. And okay, of course, the nice thing is that you can, on the iPad especially, zoom into the pictures. And
pretty.
Okay, it's just, we've got an animation on our homepage too, which is quite very nice. Okay, that's what we're doing. Of course, it just happens that there's something on your table, a little pamphlet handout thingy that tells you that you can either subscribe or buy a single issue online. And we also have Facebook, and we have a homepage, we have a website, which a lot of material appears on the website that doesn't necessarily appear in the magazine. So you can go to the website, you can see a lot of interesting things there, but for the real magazine, please buy a copy or subscribe. 4,000 yen for 4 issues, 1 year.
Awesome.
Okay, yes, sweet, yes. So that's that half of the story. Okay. Well, as I said, we don't get paid. That's going to cover our costs of just being online. But we're not printing and we're not shipping anymore, so it's taken a lot of pressure off not being paid for the magazine. Okay, this is called, actually it could be called the Buddha's Smile. It could be called, what is the theme of this issue, a part of the issue, one section, we have 120 pages on pilgrimage. Time out on the inward journey. Okay. So this was the introduction. The traditional essence of pilgrimage has been to travel with deep faith beyond the bounds of one's familiar surroundings and everyday life to a richly symbolic destination. The pilgrim focuses with dedication on that objective, submits willingly to all consequent personal hardships along the way, and discovers affinities with a wider community of pilgrims of shared faith. However, reaching the journey's goal and participating in time-honoured ritual there is not the sole objective. The experience is at least as much about the uncertainty of the journey itself as it is about the known destination. The practice of pilgrimage is widespread among established faiths. Quote, from the Ganges to Gracelands, according to one tome of peregrinology, which is what it's called. In some it's envisioned as a personal once-in-a-lifetime duty. One early high-profile pilgrim was the Indian Emperor Ashoka, notable Buddhist convert in the 3rd century BCE. The Prophet Muhammad led the first official Hajj to Mecca in 630 CE, current era. Earlier forms of the ritual are said to date back to the patriarch Ibrahim, also known as Ibrahim. Over millennia, desert winds have erased countless pilgrims' footprints etched in sand. Marble steps have worn away like canyon stream beds over centuries under the ebb and flow of devotees. In Kyoto, temple veranda floorboards and tree roots crossing mountain trails gleam like gemstone agate, polished by the footsteps of the faithful. What then is pilgrimage today? In our present era, travel is a worldwide industry premised on ever-increasing speed and convenience, allowing relatively effortless attainment of this pilgrim's geophysical goal, wherever it may be. Yet questions arise. If a devout believer travels the Shikoku 88 temple circuit by limousine bus, is he or she accompanied, as tradition accords, by the patron saint Kukai, to the same extent as one who doggedly takes every step of the journey with a pilgrim's staff in hand? Did the relative ease with which I, my wife and son could reach Varanasi, Benares, from Japan, enable us to stay longer or arrive more deeply? After just a few days, we were on the night train to Gaya, 3rd class, no great hardship. Soon thereafter, I was sitting wide-eyed beneath the fabled Bodhi tree, scrunching into the cramped Pragbodhi cave where Siddhartha spent 6 years of intense asceticism, and speechless on Vulture's Peak, actual site of the Buddha's flower sermon. Barely able to believe that I was really there in any of those sacred places. Perhaps the present equivalent of pilgrimage is faith tourism, which is often like ecotourism, a thinly disguised, mass-marketed guided tour. But even so, opportunities open up for deeper insights. At Sarnath's Archaeological Museum, an erudite lecturer is gravely explaining to a rapt group of well-heeled Westerners the intricate aesthetics and formal symbolism of a superb, life-size Gupta Buddha, flanked by dozens of other devotional figures in gleaming glass cases. No photography allowed. All at once, a swarm of Tibetan women bursts in, all wearing their best handmade travelling clothes and finest gemstone jewelry. Unhesitatingly, they prostrate themselves, foreheads to the floor, in front of every sculpture in turn. When I look again, the Buddha's smile seems somehow a little less inward. I carry one more very quick announcement. December 15th, Kyoto Journal has an event bringing Barry Lancet, who was a former editor of Kodansha, edited Judith Clancy's books and a number of others. He is going to talk about his new novel, Japantown, and he's also going to talk about publishing in Japan. If anyone's interested. It's on the 15th of December at the Hub. If you go to Kyoto Journal's website, you can, if you want to find out where it is, come and ask me, or go to Kyoto Journal's website and look at the About Us. It'll be 500 yen for the talk, but it's also Bonin Kai. We work from 6:30 until 9. It's a beautiful location. It's a venue with a bamboo forest, a no stage, and very nice environment. So, Kyoto Journal Bonin Kai, everyone welcome. Feed the flame. Feed the flame.